Hello, Divine Ones. Happy Hallows Eve to the Twin Flame Collective Spiritual Community. While we try to navigate our way through so let's get started, shall we? So we're using 3 decks today. We're using the regular Gilded Tarot, Easy Tarot. And for our Oracle cards, we have Ask an Angel. And we have Money and Law of Attraction cards by Esther and Hicks. So, regarding twin flames, personally, I'm in a twin flame relationship, but this isn't a prerequisite for any, for seeking spiritual guidance. Spirituality is important in anyone's life. To have faith is something that will always help anyone through difficulty, which a lot of us are probably facing at this point. And so, really, with that faith, it provides us the strength. But then how does that faith play out in our daily lives? Because we go back to our lives day in, day out, doing what we need to do. And then meeting my partner, my significant other, his pursuing his own spiritual goals and his own with fervor. I mean, the similarities between us are really uncanny. I've never met anybody like that who actually came to a certain enlightenment about pursuing spiritual goals just because this was the lifetime to do it. And the questions that he asks, the self-questioning, the self-analyzing, looking internally, not trying to find purpose, asking those deeper questions. I've never met anybody like that did exactly what I did as I was going through my processes of evolving into a spiritual being. And so meeting somebody who's on that same level, never in my life, and that's what it is. That's what a twin flame relationship is. It is a spiritual relationship with faith and with the practice of spiritual principles. So because I've had this experience with my twin flame over the course of several years, it's something that you want to be able to give back. You have to give back. I have to be able to give back that connection that I've got with somebody that is so profound that is something that I don't think exists in many lifetimes. And to give back so that the spiritual evolution of humanity continues along, whether it's light, whether it's dark. It's a constant shifting and changing of what it means to be human in a spiritual body, or vice versa. So the twin flame journey is one where we often will date, and we will meet many people. Our whole process is one where we're discovering ourselves when we're with others, romantically or sexually or otherwise. Now, the Three of Swords is that overthinking of an emotional connection, which is what the twin flame journey is. When you meet your twin flame, for me it took several years to really even accept it. I poured over astrology charts. I did synastry for everybody I knew. I tried to figure it out. I realized the intricate past life detailing that myself and my twin flame had gone through, all the different relationships that we'd had in many lifetimes. Family members, whether we were having we were married to other people and having affairs. Now these are in past lives, of course. And so you bring that with you into when you actually meet your twin flame, and when you do come into union with your twin flame, which may not happen in this lifetime. Hopefully it does for you, but it's about a spiritual evolution. You're working on your spiritual evolution. That is the main purpose here. Don't lose sight of what this is. It is a spiritual journey. Clarifiers here. We've got the angel cards. Now these are ways that we can continue to process. So, apt. I mean, these angel messages are apt at this time in history, considering the heaviness, considering the weight, considering everything that's going on in the world. Essentially, our spiritual process is one where we are seriously plodding along, moving towards an enlightened state to then come together with our twin and our emotional processes as this happens. But to not forget light, color, art, joy, comedy, laughing, just really, an enlightened being, a monk. We often see pictures or we'll read, and watch a sort of a stoic monk or nun, meditating very stoically and seriously, but an enlightened state of mind, whether in a twin flame connection or not, is fun. It's laughter. It's having an acute sense of humor. Without that sense of humor, with the intricate pieces of truth that are inherently funny, then just literally at best be 6 feet under, just bury me and die. I mean, in the end, it's your sense of humor, it's your sense of light, it's your sense of art and understanding color, and this intricate process of really coming into tune with our inner artist. I mean, comedy is one of the hardest things to ever do. If you can truly be a funny comedian, this is one of the most enlightened ways of being. And this is this is the true, to be in touch with our true comedian and to understand what that means as an artist. Really, really will be, your savior in this spiritual journey. Now, for me, the way that I shift my energy is meditation. I simply turn everything off. You turn your devices off. You turn your, you turn everything off. Turn the noise down. Stop distracting yourself. Now, this doesn't necessarily work for everybody. Some people need to be distracted in order to somehow get back into a Zen-like state where they can shift their focus onto what they need to focus on in order to move forward in a positive direction. But and again, depending on the time of day, or depending on what it is, whether or not you're trying to fall asleep and so on. But for me, both work, to distract yourself and or to simply turn everything off and just stop and focus back in on the breath. Once you're able to simply stop, breathe, then you take in you inhale, you breathe out, and then from there you refocus. Put your focus back on something that is good. Stop the negative thought. The more you're thinking negatively, the more you're going to go down that path. So stop, turn everything off, breath, exhale, and recalibrate your thoughts. The sun is shining. The air is warm. I have a roof over my head. Right? These are the thoughts. I have a job. I am working. I am engaging with the community in whatever capacity that is. I have money. I don't have money, but I have art. I have my comedy. I have my friends. I have my isolation. I have my solitude. Whatever that is for you, this is where we shift our focus. And this is how we move into what it is. This is how we manifest. And your mind is such a powerful tool, such a powerful untapped resource that technology is really just doesn't understand. Any sort of tech, device or whatever. That is based on a delusional. That's based on a delusional reality. Your tech reality that we live in is a delusional reality. It's not real. It's based on lights and pictures that have been generated to manipulate and control. Our spiritual reality is real. It is a very real, very present reality that has infinite potential and is continuously evolving. As we evolve as a human race, we will continue to evolve as spiritual beings. And the power of the mind, in and of itself, without any interference, is what inevitably moves us through this process. Wishing everybody love and light. Take care of yourself. Take care of those in your life who are part of your journey. Don't forget that it is a spiritual journey. And if you want a personal reading, then, again, this is for the collective, so it's a very general reading. But if you want a personal reading, then email me directly to dprodata@gmail.com. I'll put all the information in the box below. So we will see you again. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.